Joseph at JohnTheHutDweller here. And this is a response to Night Guardian Angel. Paganism, Wicca slash paganism is not evil. And he's this guy with this sweet southern accent and he claimed, I did my research and I know it's not evil. And his research is him reading from, I think, Wikipedia, and he says, Taoism, it's Taoism. Yeah, he really did a lot of research there. Do not harm others, and do what thou wilt. Do what thou wilt shall be the whole of the law is from the Book of the Law by Aleister Crowley, or Aleister Crowley, however you pronounce it. Paganism, what people who call themselves pagan in this day and age, or Wicca, this is a fabricated religion. It's not even a religion. It's just a label that people use. Started probably around 18th century, probably 19th century, mid-19th century is when it really picked up. Druids, things like that, people writing about Druidism or paganism, and they really had no idea. It's like when in the Renaissance or in the Enlightenment period when they were writing about the religions of Egypt. That's a lot of this stuff comes out of it. They had no idea. I mean, before the Rosetta Stone was decoded, I mean, people had theories and all this stuff and really thought they knew it, and then nope, it's something completely different. It's really ritualistic and really bureaucratic, even more so than Tibetan Buddhism or Roman Catholicism. I mean, they really take the cake on the little implementations of what has to be written and everything. Paganism was just a label the monotheists used for everybody else. The polytheists, the animists, hell, even the atheist, the Stoic, and the Epicurean. How can you? I mean, there's no definition of what paganism is. I mean, it's just the others. Are those people? I mean, you can't say, oh, pagans never sacrificed people, because yeah, they did. Modern day ones don't. I know, yeah, of course. Okay, they go around, jump around a bunch of trees naked. That's fine. Whatever gets you off. But you can't use a broad sweeping term like paganism. Okay, Wicca, but that has no connection to anything practiced before about 1850. Everything that we know about witches is from their enemies. It's like trying to reconstruct the worship of Dagon and Mot from the Bible. Dagon's mentioned, I think, 3 times in the Old Testament, and Mot is not mentioned. Yeah, to try to how did they worship Asherah and Astaroth? We don't know. We only have information from the enemies. The Malleus Maleficarum, the hammer of the witches, was used to persecute them. And when people take that book and say, "Oh yeah," or this is what they believed, or the Salem witch trials, I think it's despicable that people go to the Salem witch trials and say, "Oh, there's witchcraft here." No, it was innocent people getting slaughtered, religious, devout Christians being slaughtered by other devout Christians because the spirit of McCarthyism, or probably ergot. They were probably hallucinating. But the idea, I mean, you have to know what you're talking about. You research, and you're reading on there. I mean, yeah, I don't think it's evil either. I think it's idiocy. It's ridiculous. It's people who want to be religious without ever learning anything or studying anything or having any spiritual insight. They just like the label. Because that's the only thing paganism is. It's just the label. There's no... You can tell nothing from what somebody believes we call them pagan. The Muslims call me pagan. They call the Christians pagan. Now, they're not supposed to, because mushrikeen and people of the book are supposed to be 2 different things. But they say, oh, yeah, original Christianity, we can respect that, but that would be Islam. So they, with their Trinity, that's paganism. paganism is not, it doesn't differentiate anything. And do what thou will is the whole of the law. What ancient pagan society believed that? Do harm no other people. Oh, the Vikings weren't pagans. The Vandals, the Huns, they weren't pagan. They slaughtered people, so they couldn't have been pagan because by modern day standards, pagans don't act like that. It's like saying Hitler wasn't German because modern day Germans are peaceful. So Hitler couldn't have been Germanic of Austrian descent. Couldn't have been European because modern day Europeans are peaceful. So there's no wars in Europe. There was never religious persecution because they don't persecute people now. It's silly.